If Tottenham Hotspur beat Fulham in the Premier League on Sunday, Spurs will remain 13th in the Premier League table. Sky Germany have just reported that Spurs will not trigger Timo Werner's clause in the summer. He will return to RB Leipzig. The Football Insider have just stated that Spurs have been told the fee to land Dušan Vlahović from Juventus. The Italians want £25 million. Spurs are also interested in Angel Gomes. There is also interest from Manchester United and West Ham. And Football Insider have also stated that Bissouma is no longer part of Ange Postecoglou's plans. And ESPN and Team Talk have both stated that Real Madrid are currently interested in signing Romero and Porro in the summer. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all keeping well. This is another episode of Tottenham News where I'll be going through all the latest Spurs news, rumours and reports. If you're watching this on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button, like, share and comment below. And if you're listening to this on an audio platform, please do a follow button and leave a review if you can. So let's get into it by talking about Saturday's results in the Premier League. 5 games took place. Everton 1, West Ham United 1, Ipswich Town 2, Nottingham Forest 4. Manchester City drew 2-2 at home at the Etihad Stadium against Brighton and Hove Albion. Southampton lost 2-1 at home against Wolves. And in the late kickoff, Bournemouth 1, Brentford 2. 3 games will take place in the Premier League on Sunday afternoon. Arsenal will face Chelsea at 1:30. Fulham, of course, host Tottenham Hotspur 1:30. And Leicester City will host Manchester United at 7 p.m. Now, going into the Fulham game, Spurs are currently 13th. Fulham are 10th. Now, if Spurs beat Fulham on Sunday, we will stay 13th because we have 34 points from 28 games, and in 12th spot is Crystal Palace, who have 39 points from 28 games. Now let's talk about former Tottenham Hotspur star Dele Alli. Now he's returned to professional football after a 2-year hiatus turned into a nightmare as he was sent off just 10 minutes after coming on in Como's 2-1 defeat to AC Milan on Saturday. The Como manager brought in Dele Alli into the fray as he was seeking an equaliser at the San Siro, replacing Lucas de Cunha. However, the 28-year-old Englishman was shown a red card for a clumsy challenge on former Chelsea midfielder Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Sky Germany have just reported that Tottenham will not trigger the €12 million option to buy Timo Werner. As a result, he is set to return to RB Leipzig after this season, according to the current plan. Much will depend on who succeeds Marco Rose if the coach leaves RB Leipzig in the summer. At the moment, Timo Werner is not inclined to move within the Bundesliga. There are still concrete inquiries from the Premier League and the MLS. His current salary at RB Leipzig is around €10 million gross per year. A report has just been published by the Football Insider, and they are stating that Tottenham could sign Juventus forward Dušan Vlahović on a bargain fee during the summer transfer window. It has been stated that the Italians will let the player go for as little as £25 million. He is in his final year of his contract, and it appears that a new deal isn't going to be agreed upon between the player and the club, which is why Juventus will be looking to sell him this summer. On Saturday, the Tottenham Hotspur under-18s were in action in the under-18 Premier League, beating Norwich City 4-0 away. The Football Insider have also stated that Tottenham are very interested in signing Lille midfielder Angel Gomes on a free transfer this summer. It has also been stated they are expected to face plenty of competition for his signature as a result of his availability amid interest from a number of teams across Europe, including Manchester United and West Ham United. The Football Insider have also reported that Tottenham plan to accept Yves Bissouma offer after crunch talks. Tottenham are planning to accept offers for Yves Bissouma in the summer transfer window, according to the club's former scout Mick Brown. He also worked as a chief scout at Manchester United and Blackburn and remains very well connected at his former clubs, including Spurs. He told the Football Insider that the 28-year-old is no longer a part of Ange Postecoglou's long-term plans. A report has just been published by ESPN and they have stated a move for Tottenham Hotspur defender Christian Romero is being considered by Real Madrid. This is also a story that has been run by Team Talk. They have stated the 26-year-old, a 2022 World Cup winner with Argentina, is a concrete possibility for the Spanish Giants as they prioritise signing a centre-back in the summer transfer window. The Spanish Giants are looking at Spurs right-back Pedro Porro as well as a potential alternative to Liverpool's Trent Alexander-Arnold, who is yet to sign a new contract at Anfield. Romero made his 16th appearance across all competitions in an injury-disrupted season in Thursday's 3-1 Europa League win over AZ Alkmaar. Tottenham Hotspur defender Mickey van der Ven has been talking about Spurs facing Eintracht Frankfurt in the quarterfinals of the Europa League. He said, of course, we play against a difficult opponent. I think it is Frankfurt. It is going to be a really difficult game. We know our quality and we know that we can play at home. We are a really, really strong team. Like you saw in the last game, we did not really play very well. So now it is really important to play a good game away in Frankfurt. Now, on Saturday, it was another brilliant performance from goalkeeper Josh Keeley, currently on loan at Leyton Orient. Leyton Orient beat Blackpool 2-1 away. He played the full 90 minutes in the game. He made 7 saves, 11 recoveries, and had 57 touches in the match. The Spurs women are back in Women's Super League action on Sunday afternoon, 3pm kickoff at Brisbane Road. Now, tickets are still available, so if you'd like to go and watch the Spurs women, you can either buy them on the day or you can buy them online. The game is available to watch on Spurs Play or the WSL's official YouTube channel. Now, the team news, Robert Villaham has confirmed that Beth England will miss this game after picking up a quad injury. He has also revealed that Charlie Grant will also be unavailable for the clash after she suffered concussion. Forward Martha Thomas is fit for the visit of the Seagulls, while Claire Hunt will be back in contention after she missed a Manchester City defeat due to suspension. Now, my thoughts on everything in this episode. Let's start by talking about the Fulham game. As I said in a previous episode, Ange Postecoglou has come out and said already that he expects to make a number of changes, particularly how he went strong in Thursday's game in the Europa League at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. But of course, after the Fulham game, it is the international break. A lot of our players will go off on international duty. The remaining players will work hard at Hotspur Way. But if Spurs win at Craven Cottage, we will remain 13th in the Premier League table, but we've just got to keep winning. We've got to try and climb up that Premier League table as high as we possibly can. There are 10 Premier League games left. Of course, all of us want us to win those remaining games, but more importantly, we want us to go far in the Europa League. And as Mickey van der Ven said about the Europa League against Frankfurt, you know, you've got to play home, you've got to play away, you've got to be playing well in both of those games. You know, I feel that we need to get a really, really strong and positive result at home to then go to the away leg second. Sky Germany have stated that Spurs will not trigger Timo Werner's clause in the summer. I'll keep this polite. I don't think Timo Werner is good enough for Tottenham. Sky Germany have stated there are a couple of Premier League teams that have inquired about Timo Werner. Good luck with that. I think he's a very, very hard-working player. I think he's a very fast player. But the ability to, he should have done a whole lot better, in my opinion, in front of goal. Whether it's a confidence thing or whether he's just lost that bit of quality. I think it's a little bit of both, actually. But very disappointed with Timo Werner, this season. I expected a whole lot more. The Football Insider have stated that Spurs have been told a fee to land Dušan Vlahović. I've spoken about Dušan Vlahović so many times over the last couple of years because we've been linked with him so many times. £25 million, I think, is a very, very good fee to pay for a player of that quality. A lot of European experience, a lot of international experience. I think he's a good all-round player as well. And you remember back in the day, Spurs used to have so many options at centre forward and in that final third. And I would love to see that again. I would love to see us actually have a couple of really ready-made, experienced strikers, whether they're playing or whether they're on the bench, to give the manager many, many options that we have had over the years. But, since the Harry Kane days, and throughout Harry Kane's career at Spurs, of course, no one's ever got in front of Harry Kane to start. So, of course, we didn't really have those options. So I believe that we need those options again. Dominic Solanke does a great job up there, but at times he's going to need to be rested. And we do need more options for the manager to go forward. Angel Gomes, this one's going to be an interesting one. How many times have I been mentioning Angel Gomes, because he'll be available on a free transfer from Lille in the summer. A lot of clubs are interested in Angel Gomes. Can Spurs get in there first? That will be an interesting one. I've no doubt that if Spurs won the Europa League and then we play Champions League football, I think our options will be very, very different for a lot of players. The Football Insider have also reported that Bissouma is no longer part of Ange Postecoglou's plans, and that is according to Mick Brown, a former Tottenham Hotspur employee. Bissouma, I've said this on previous episodes as well. I just wanted to see the Bissouma that played for Brighton in a Spurs shirt because big fan of Bissouma at Brighton, and I don't feel like we've seen that player. Same with Richarlison, exactly the same. Real Madrid are apparently interested in two Spurs defenders, Christian Romero and Pedro Porro. I think a lot of people believe that Christian Romero wants to go to Real Madrid. Of course, Romero has called out the Tottenham Hotspur board only, what was it, a month or two ago, calling out the Tottenham Hotspur board about ambition. And I say this every transfer window. I just want to see us go in the right direction, show the right ambition, and the direction should only be up, in my opinion. If Spurs win the Europa League this season, it will of course go down as a success. If we don't win the Europa League now and Spurs are finishing 13th, 12th, whatever in the league, mid-table, that is not a good season. And players like Christian Romero may want to look elsewhere. If Spurs won the Europa League, would Christian Romero want to stay? That is an interesting question, and only he can answer that. Pedro Porro, apparently Real Madrid are interested in him as well. It's going to be an interesting summer transfer window, particularly if Spurs win the Europa League or we don't win the Europa League and we finish mid-table, because, as I say, I think that the options are going to be very, very different to what players will want to come to the football club and what players that we will go out and actually buy. But as I always say when it comes to transfer windows, show some ambition, and we've got to be going in the right direction. We cannot be a team finishing in mid-table. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're watching this on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button, like, share and comment below. And if you're listening to this on an audio platform, please do the follow button and leave a review if you can. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll see you on the next one. Come on, you Spurs.